Hello there, and 3, 2, 1. You are live in a high level Company Heroes 1 replay cast. The map, of course, is the mighty Nighttime Semois. And we're looking at the United States. We're seeing TC Songs in the east. And an unusual reverse position Wehrmacht play from Statement in the west. Now, the story of this particular replay is TC Songs he must be rich. This guy's crazy and rich. He came on my stream. He did 10 sub gifts about a week ago, and he said, "I want to see a CoH1 cast." I said, "Sure, buddy. Send me a replay." Lo and behold, he never sent that replay. He did give me 1,000,000 Bezos bucks through the Twitch subscription system. So I just went on game replays. I did a Control F for songs. I've picked the very first replay I could find with his name in, and it just so happened to be Ruffle What the F Barbecue Best Replay of the Year Award 2021, or something like that. That was pretty much the title. I don't know what it is with these CoH1 guys, but they only seem to put their epic games up. They put like 10 replays up a year on game replays, and just go and check out the titles. They're all ridiculous. So it's also my birthday today, and that's why I'm in my dressing gown on a Wednesday morning, the 15th of September 2021. And I'm celebrating by doing a cast first thing in the morning. Going to get this bad boy on YouTube. Then I'm going to go up to York and just celebrate my birthday and have a good time. So I'm going to put all I can into this one. I'm going to make it as exciting as possible. And first of all, the first action is from the Jeep and the engineer squad going to harass the capping unit down here, the Pioneer. He's already got on the fuel. Fuel's ready to keep on Semois, but the Jeep's going to have a good time of just marauding around, as Jeeps do. Meanwhile, we've got Folks Grenadiers going north. This is another engineer squad, so the build order from the American player is Jeep first, basically, and an extra engineer, and then a rifle. There we go. So, Jeep's not gotten a kill, but he's been able to force the Pioneers back from the munitions, which is a +10, so that's always a good idea. Folks Grenadiers out next. There's that first rifleman squad. And, yes, Semois was beautiful. I mean, I'll see if I can get the voice line for you. You can get the hushed American voices, which I find badass. Let's just go over to TC Songs. This is for you CoH1 guys that might not be aware. Oh, they're in action mode now, but if they're not in action mode, like rifles here, and it's all whispered. It's very cool. Probably get a new one building in a second, so I'll just keep the blue as east perspective for a while longer, just to get the whisper voice line, which I know you're going to want. Semois is eerie at night time. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Folks Grenadier is forced away, and he's not been able to get his cut off by the looks of it, but it's not actually connecting anything right now, just due to excellent pressure applied by Songs so far. Here we go. As on me. Oh, you gotta love it. You really gotta love it. That was worth it, wasn't it? For the blurst perspective changing of blue-red. First Grenadiers forced away. Back here, more First Grenadiers make the engineers pay for their temerity and taking away his points. Good fuel income by Songs thus far. He's done a good job. He's, if you look at it, he's got a +10. He's also managed to get this +5. Meanwhile, so he's had a +5 income advantage. Did he have this? No, yes, there it is. He has it now. So there he does have now a +10 income advantage. MG42's barely been in the engagement. Now, Statement and Songs are both fine players, both top 10 auto match players, I believe. I've seen Statement play a lot in some of the tournaments over the last 5 years. We haven't had a CoH1 tournament in a while. DevM and me were talking, saying that we'd love to put on an invitational. Ha! Tank trap abuse. Keeping the Jeep in the pen, and he gets out of there. So this ghost bagging or trapping or whatever you want to call it, ghosting, it's been removed in CoH2, but a lot of the old exploits are still available in CoH1, and I actually have a soft spot for the brutal, disgusting exploits. I think they make the game silly and exciting at times. Not so much that's just, it's kind of Jeopardy, you know, it makes it exciting. It's like I don't know, it doesn't require that much skill to pull off, and it's not a genuine game mechanic, but it's kind of a thing you can do, and I don't know, to me, it's just kind of shows casual players how brutal the top level players are. Jeep Pushed in here to kill this Foch Grenadier on retreat. Doesn't look like he'll get it to me because he's got a lot of health on the model. Who did most of the work, though? It was this Rifleman squad. And the Foch Grenadiers indeed get away. We've got Sniper building for Statement, looking to make a statement on Sem1. Not the best sniper map of all time. Mostly due to these two big, and this one as well, these shot blockers in the middle. There's no sight blockers in CoH1, of course, because Fog of War is circumferal. New word invented there. It's in circles. What's the best word for it being in circles? I don't know. Oh, that was a nice pop. Pioneers are now dead. Very, very much dead. And this pressure being applied. I mean, this replay, as I say, Ruffle WTF Barbecue Award 2021. But Sniper opens up with his first shot. Always the good combat mechanic, the Sniper. When you're penned in, it means your opponents basically become a shooting gallery. That's the co-mechanic there. Really hope we see a bit of a revision of snipers for CoH 3. I want them to act a little bit like a support weapon. I want them to have terrible vision. Faust takes out the Jeep. Good work there. Use the sniper's base. And they land in unison. It was synchronized diving there. 7.8 for the American divers. Fantastic work. But yeah, used the sniper's bait and got the cheeky Faust off. Love it. Back to how I would expect, how I want snipers to work in CoH 3 if they want to listen to me and do a full rework. And keep in mind, I haven't actually got my hands on the internal kind of multiplayer build for a very long time, so none of this is NDA. I want them to be really kind of half as good as they are right now, but then twice as good as they are right now in setup mode. So I think they should go prone and like angle all the way down this road, imagine, and they can hit about here. But it's a very narrow pie. It's like a very narrow triangle. And when they're in setup mode, they have no vision here, no vision there. Think Su-85 from CoH 2. So setup mode is basically looking down your scope, and it's looking all the way down your scope. So like if you set up here and prone, you could see this, but you couldn't see this, and you couldn't see this. And that means they're really flankable. It gives them, yeah, twice the vision, twice the range, but really flankable. And you have to kind of use them specially. Also, they have a pack-up time and a strip-down time. And a setup time, of course. So, going for defensive, it looks like, for Statement. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. And then, in free-fire mode, I think they should be lousy. To be honest, I wouldn't even mind if they couldn't shoot in free-fire mode, because it's not very realistic. And if they had this cool setup mode where he could fire all the way down here, that would make them really tactical. That's my vision for CoH 3 snipers. Let me know what you think. I think we've... Oh, I like that. What a cool... What a cool... Can we just make that the cinematic? I think we could. Sorry, what I mean by that is make it the thumbnail for for the YouTube video. Anyway, we haven't actually missed much recently. It's mostly just been Statement kind of fighting off his back, trying to claw his way back in. We've gone for the M8, which is completely to be expected on Sem1. US invariably goes for the M8. The reason being, again, is these shot blockers. It makes the M8 ultra mobile and able to move around the battlefield with ease without being shot by packs at all. So, yeah, it's a really good choice to go M8. Shows as well the superior fuel control Songs has had thus far. He's done very well on that front. I'm expecting, of course, a med bunker here. Foch Grenadier is forced away. You've got Pack coming out in base from the Kriegs barracks. And this is familiar territory for the Wehrmacht. They often occupy a cube on Sem1, which is usually it's kind of this area on tournaments. But he's kind of got it going on this side. Basically, you can't push enough to get this munitions up here. Let's go check out this situation. Sniper opens up and gets a kill there on the engineer. So one pioneer down, one engineer down. And I'm not sure. I think Foch Grenadiers have survived this far. Let's go check out the build order of Songs. I'm expecting 3 rifles, M8. It's as simple as that. Great thing about casting CoH 1 is everyone has a feel for Wehrmacht versus US at this point. We've had 2 decades of it, nearly. So it's almost as though we don't have to get too excited over the build orders. We don't have to get too excited over the permutations. We just watch the gameplay and we just enjoy it, you know. And that's an end meta state, yes. It means we've not had a balanced patch since 2011, yes. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, because you get to see the evolved end state. You get to see all of the refined characteristics. CoH2's never had that, in my opinion. People claim we had it last year with Ostrupen versus Mechanized, but you just can't be sure. I think it's arrogant to assume a game has reached its end meta state so early on. Pioneers, Flamer, M8's coming in here. He's dodging the shot blocker. He's getting in for the sniper. Sniper goes for the bunker entrance in cloak mode. No, he just cowers in the bunker. And we're having a mine on the bunker. That's clever there. Anything could trigger that. We've got suppression here on the rifleman. First big attack of the game. Will the engineers survive? Yes, they will. Who's going to trigger that mine? Could it... Oh, it's dangerous. He surely knows there's a mine there. Is he going to pull the pioneers up?
They're losing territory.
M8's gotten away scot-free. Oh, he's a bit scared here. He has every right to be. Surely going to get one of these minesweepers up. No. Has he not seen it? Dangerous. Very dangerous. Okay. Yep. I think Armand says in before Medic steps on it. I actually think that's possible. I'm a bit scared. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. M8, by the way, has got 4 kills so far. Not crazy from the M8. See, this could create a crawler situation. And that's usually why you go sniper versus medics, because you not only snipe the medics, but your fatalities are just that. They stay dead. They don't come back to haunt you. I'm sure if CoH1 balancing had continued, they would have increased medics. Sorry, the drop to Grenadier ratio, the conversion ratio from 4 crawlers to 1 Grenadier squad. I'm sure they would have gone up to 5, because 4 is a little bit imber, in my opinion. Because Grenadiers are bloody powerful squads. He's built 1 Grenadier, by the way. And he's sure he's going to get a couple of zombie squads. Has he gone for a second M8? Yes, he has. Here it is. Second M8 goes straight into the battlefield. My boomer 32-year-old eyes will enjoy using this minimap. I can actually make stuff out and cast for you with greater understanding of what's going on with this one. Pack 38, he doesn't know it's there. And now he does. There's a third of its health disappearing. Maybe oh, look at that rapid fire. I wonder what veterancy he's going to go for. Okay, he's gone for veterancy on the Grenadier. It's not a bad idea. Get that regenerative health at Vet 1 and then the body armor Vet 2. Good idea. First M8 rather that goes in the center. Got a pack up there as well though, don't forget. Hey, see what he's doing with this pack though? He's waiting for the M8 to come down this bridge. And he's going to try and cut him off at the pass. We've got to push in. Buy songs. Sniper's now on 12 kills, so he's paid for himself. We're going to have just further. And he's gone through. He's found the sniper. He's got a... There you go. Veterancy 1. Sniper down. All the sniper did was equalise his own manpower investment. Meanwhile, back in base, the M8's just gotten taken out there. He couldn't escape the wrath of the pack, so we've had a fatality for another. And this M8 could go down. He gets past this shot blocker. Will he get past another? We see some ghost bag in action. Oh, he's keeping him in with that awful mechanic. And he's able to get out of there just about. No! Faust in! Snipes model. Here comes the rifleman. What an exciting game this is. We did see the mine swept. Well said by Almond in chat. Almond or Thai General. I recently saw on the World War II cast that the Thai army and country did have a minor involvement in World War II. I think they're on the side of the Japanese slightly. Mostly just kind of negotiating with people, I think. I don't think they did too much fighting. Oh, rifle very low there. Oh, he stayed too much. He had his eyes averted by this situation, trying to hunt these folks' grenadiers down. He got greedy over here, thinking just behind heavy cover. But the heavy cover was negated. He was firing through the cemetery gates. Meet me at the cemetery gates, as the Smiths would say. And a new sniper comes on the field. Sniper's working well. He did pay for himself, don't forget. Why not carry on? So, okay, M8's nearly back. I actually am starting to, for the fatherland, of course, and indicating defensive doctrine has been chosen, meaning that bunker's going to be a hard bitch to unroot. Let's check out what the Americans gone for, shall we? TC Songs has gone for infantry, not too surprising. We've lost that rifleman. Oh, his army's not looking too great, is it? That's not looking too great at all. Oh dear, oh dear. And he's now going for Browning automatics on 3. Okay, he's built a new rifle. He's going for bars.
Artillery support is now available.
Okay. Okay, I mean, it'll give him, I suppose, a little bit more sticking power in the long run. It'll allow him to compete with the Grenadiers, who are going to be Veteran C2 in no time, I assume. But the only problem with that is he's up against bunker. Well, man, you can get the rifle. You can hopefully get some artillery down on that at some point. It's always a sticky situation as to whether you go bars or not. Having gone 2 M8s and then bars, it just seems like such a heavy fuel investment. But he's clearly going to be going for off-map combat groups. Off-map combat groups course 800 manpower, and that's where he'll be expecting to get his tanks from. But he's going to be bleeding manpower. Oh, of his opponent with that ridiculous artillery barrage. Did not see he'd gone for the on-map. That's where his fuel's gone into. And he's killing all of the fish he can. The fish are now dead. Probability asks, how is it possible that CoH1 looks so much... Look at this flank from the rifleman. We'll answer Probability in a second. He's coming with the M8. He's got the rifleman coming in from the flanks here. MG's hurting. He's bleeding him out. There we go. And we've got a strike. Now we've got a half-time special with your host Probability and Almond, as I think I've got a knocker at the door. Oh no. I just said so many funny things and I was on mute all that time. That's what I get for having the reflex of muting every time I get up from my desk. It saved me many times though, Almond. But yeah, I just said Geneva Convention ripped up, medics down. Clearly doesn't care about the medics. And I said a bunch of other really funny stuff. Half time with Probability and Almond carrying the cast there, past when I originally thought it would.
They're losing territory.
Oh, I hear artillery. Familiar Semwar bridgehead artillery there. Do you know what used to be good on YouTube? Does anyone remember when you could have the links on the screen? You know what I mean? So if I messed up on a cast, I could just have a label saying skip to, 8 minutes or something. It was so helpful. He's killed the medics yet again. The medics come out of medical school and die. Annotations, that was it, Almond. They were badass. Really helpful. Rifleman lucky to escape there, possibly. A bit of elevation comes in to save them. The medic's coming for the kill on retreat. Will he get there? He's hauling ass to get there. I'll tell you, this will be an excellent kill if he gets it. Oh, he's going the right way. Good intention there from Statement. I like in the aggression shown. Meanwhile, we've got a worker battle here. They could die. It's only a pioneer, though.
Attention. The enemy
Looks like they're going to escape. Running down the hill. First Grenadiers need to cap this fuel. Need to get it back in. because of course there's no off-map big tanks. Thanks to the birthday wishes, Ipkai Fung. I shall have a good day. This will be a good day.
Now build heavy flak cannons.
Oh, heavy flat cannons are a possibility. Not a bad option for Semoy. You can just whack them on the river and annihilate your foe from afar, but the only problem with that is this thing firing for its 4th or 3rd salvo of the game. Where's it going to land? On the bridgehead, why not? Might even get the Grenadier. Might even get the Grenadier. 9. Oh. It's beautiful, isn't it? Pravati asks, why does this game look so much better than CoH2? It's the art style and the colour palette. Despite having lower pixels, lower resolution, and lower textures, you know, its polygon counts are lower. It doesn't matter because the art is better. You know, it absolutely does not matter. The colours are more tasteful. The mixture of textures is better. It's just called art style, and it's the human subjective element. Off-mat on the sniper. Rifleman firing from the sniper's going to get out of there by the looks of things. A lot of crawlers now, possibly. There's a few for the medics to pick up. Still hasn't gotten to one Grenadier squad. It's been excellent management of the medical situation from Songs, aka killing all of the medics. He's going to keep this med bunker going all game long. Well, is it though? I don't know. He's got, by the way, he's got 1.2 times health on the Grenadiers now, veterancy 3, so these things are really becoming Terminators. Very difficult to unroot regardless. And, yeah, that's a Foch Grenadier. Bites the dust to the on-map artillery. Here comes that 12 kill M8, the original Grenadier grenade goes in. Rifleman bite the bullet. Another grenade comes in. I tell you what, that's 2 grenades he's eaten in quick succession there. Nearly a Shrek snipe to finish them off. Well, actually, Jamesy Jams, though, the issue CoH2 has is oversaturation. Oh, is that a death of a medic there? I think it was. Yeah, oversaturation, and I think it's got like a weird filter over it as well, like a hazy grey filter. So it's got this weird mixture of oversaturation on the colour palette and then a weird filter over it. So it just kind of looks a little bit crappy. You know.
They're losing territory.
But it's still excellent game. That's become much better over time. I'm not here to disco too. You know how much I love that game too. But the old debates are still very relevant today because, of course, CoH3's aiming to make the best of both games. So very exciting. Rifleman push on past the Grenadier. Oh gosh, I thought the sniper was still around that area. Detonates a mine, but no, he vamooshed for now. I'll tell you what, this Foch Grenadier is doing well. A lot of these M8 shots aren't hitting, it seems. Medic's dead yet again. More good medical management by Songs. What else do we have going on in the north? Pioneers looking to try and break out of the Kessel. That pack's been utterly he's not even bothering with it because he knows it's just going to get arty to smithereens anyway. He has to try and get himself to tier 4, and I think I've heard him teching up quite a lot. Let's go check out his base sector. Okay, now he's still chilling. Getting another MG for now. G42 chosen. Okay, he did lose his first one, didn't he? Yes, he did. Snipers. The second sniper up to 5 kills. Main gun destroyed on the M8 there. Can he get a killing blow? Maybe if he'd crewed this, he could have done. Oh, he gets blocked in slightly by his own engineers. Can't finish the job, though. Oof, close. Right, up to veterancy 2 on these riflemen. Not bad. He's not having the accuracy bonuses now. The range bonuses on his supplementaries. And this is the on-map. Tell you what, look at the survivability of these Grenadiers. They're so difficult to unthorn. Just constant gunfire, face to face, mano a mano. Finally forced away. Snipers picking a very dangerous area of the map to fight in there. And we're now starting to see like this game go from a beautiful flanking escapade into a brutal World War I hellhole, quite frankly. My mate's been repairing very close to enemy battle lines. Where are we going in the base? Still just chilling out in those first couple of tiers. I was expecting tier 4, genuinely. Oh, we've got a good amount of fuel now, 120. Little pit pocket of fire here. He dodges a mine, unbeknownst to him. Wonder how close we are to off-map combat group for songs. We're getting there. A couple more CPs and we'll be in OMCG land. M8's up to 18 kills, Veterancy 2 now making itself more and more tricky. Snipers chilling out against the suppressed rifleman. 50% shot on retreat missed. Folks forced off. Just keeping these strategic points out of his hands, stopping him getting this high munitions in the north. Vital to stop the for the fatherland play. And ouch. That's one dead pack. Could be a very dead pack. Got another Grenadier. This time there's definitely a zombie Gren. Oh, and the sniper goes down to artillery. It was only a matter of time. Lot spread is absolutely horrendous. Or has he gotten a second one? Oh, he's built a second. Of course he has. That was a double salvo. I thought that spread was a little bit too ridiculous. He takes him out with the surprise howitzer. The surprise second howitzer. Nobody expects the surprise second on-map howitzer. It's just arty warfare.
We have 300 points left.
Such an investment. Knowing he doesn't have the V1 rocket is... you do have the rockets. There are rocket assault though, don't you? On defensive. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure you do. On that right side of defensive. Got registered artillery, and then you've got a huge rocket at all. That Grenadier is going to be very lucky to escape this. He exits the house. Bars could gun him down here. He's just about going to be fine. Meanwhile, there's more artillery doom and destruction. Semoir often devolves down into this brutal style of infighting. On the... what anniversary of Stalingrad is it? I'm not suggesting this dozy French village at night times like Stalingrad, but kind of 1942 to 2001. How many years is that? So you know what? He might as well concentrate his fire on the church, because then I think he can hit the bunker with the artillery. With a lot of the shots at least, especially with vision, making the pattern a bit tighter. He could. Certainly just waiting for off-map combat group. No reason not to. Flamers get back to base. Pushing more for the munitions around the sides. This game's an intriguing one because both players have been able to keep a decent army size throughout the fighting. Medbunker staying alive is basically keeping him in the game, in my opinion. How could he have tried to destroy it though? I mean, if you're going for an off-map combat group style of play, you don't have the tools to take it out before you get OMCG. Rangers lead the way. That's the call-in Rangers. You rarely ever see call-in Rangers. If they get to Vet 3, they're one of the sexiest squads in Co history, quite frankly. But yeah, Rangers, a strange choice. He got destroyed by his own barbed wire there, thinking he can get out. Statement did. He got stuck. And he may end up getting squad wipe here, having some pushing on retreat. Wild Rifles gun them down like the dirty dogs they are. Here come those Rangers with the Thompsons. Rushing into battle. Nice grenade as well. They run over it. Take out Folks Grenadier. Oh, did that squad die? No, it survived. Okay, more rifles coming. Pioneers are just chilling in the bunker for now. Grenadiers survive there. Do we have a flank? We've gone for Airs tier 4. Good on him, Statement. Nice to see a Panzer IV incoming here as one for a change. so often players kind of just try and eke out a living in tier 1 and 2 as defensive, and it's just not attractive gameplay overall. So it's nice to see a Panzer IV. This is going to take out the Vet 2, nearly. Oh, just lost a squad there on retreat. Nearly Vet 3 M8. Top Gunner finally dies. Surprised it lived that long, to be fair. And is the Panzer IV going to hunt after him? No, he's going to chill out now. Oh, Rangers are here to take the bunker out. He's sick of the bunker. MG's going to be looking to escape. He's fighting for his very life. Registered artillery comes down on the rifleman to keep the MG alive. Notice that he didn't retreat the MG there because he would have lost the weapon on retreat. You don't keep the ability to pick a weapon up if it retreats. That's going to be a very dead. If it had only got one more crawler, but I think he got a good maybe 2 grenadiers, certainly. Maybe 3 out of it. I'm going to say 3. He cannot escape our wrath, but he certainly... the bunker can't escape anything because it's a big fat cube. There you go. It's just not quite got the AoE it has in the sequel of this series, which makes it roughly a fairer tank. Let's go for a cheeky cinematic on this bad boy. Without the bush in our faces. There we go, that's better. That's beautiful, isn't it? Look at the artillery flying down on this point in particular. Because F this point. We don't need it. We don't want it.
Foes squad is down.
Oh. And that's classic AE casting there. Foes Grenadier Squad dies. And Pioneer dies. At least... sorry, Engineer dies, rather. At least we got something on screen. I genuinely thought we had a quiet moment there. My bad.
Supply secured.
Well, I've never seen a night map executed this well, Almond, to be honest. Because this... You can see everything really well, basically. That was, I agree, Prime. That was classic Ami-Politsai front casting. I thought I had the poise and the aplomb to pull off a cinematic with nothing dying. How wrong I was. Kind of makes me not want to put this on YouTube anymore. M8 pushes in. Rangers crawling on their bellies. It's very dangerous against on-map howitzers to situate yourself in a garrison so close to the enemy base. Oh, Rangers going for an Panzer IV flank there. Back in the north, Rangers hunt down the Foch Grenadiers. And we've got Rifles versus Grenadier up here. Going to back behind this immortal tree line. Panzer IV just chilling. He's got 10 kills now, chilling out. Where's that fuel count at? He's got 67, and look at that huge Panzer command. Simple name. Commands Panzers. And they're uncovered from their tree hideout. Their picnic is rudely interrupted, and they're forced away. Howitzer-wise, we've got 15 kills on one, 7 on the other. Not a bad investment. So surprised this M8's still rocking out. But he certainly is. Grenadiers can't do much without their Panzer Shrek. I'm just going to ignore it. Completely ignore it. Make use of that Veteran C1 healing. If they can escape. And they're finally suppressed by the Top Gunner. It does do a small amount of suppression. And I'm so surprised they're still in that battle. Meanwhile, Panzer IV having some fun in the north with the Rangers. And it's an off-map combat group that has now come out, I believe. Let's check what it was for songs. Okay, so mortar, Rangers, rifle, AT guns. That's not a good off-map combat group. That's a bad off-map combat group. He's making use of the AT gun, at least. He got a shot in on the Panzer IV, it seems. But yeah, that's like the least good off-map combat group you can get. Just keeping the victory points out of Song's control. Detonates a mine. It is manpower bleed heaven. It's really ineffectual to get 2 support weapons on. Has he definitely got he got a more? Oh, that's just awful. A mortar's just, yeah, not going to be helpful. And of course, with the US veterans, see all these Vet Zero units at 34 minutes in this game. It's not the way to go. Pioneers block them on retreat. Vet 3 on this M8. Now, going to be ultra mobile and ultra killy. What is he doing there? He really should have got... He's trapped in. That poor bastard got shot in the face, point blank range. He had a very strong face, though. He did keep it up for a while, didn't he? You gotta say. Panzer IV. Now veteran has gone for tank veterans. He double Panzer IVs now from Statement. It's a cool idea. It's been preparation H'd there. Is it preparation H? It's sticky bombs regardless. I know prime clarity. Certainly giving him a lot of clarity. Showing the prime facet of his existence, his face. And the Panzer IV goes for flank around the AT gun that Songs he is in. He's going for the M8 there. It can't keep surviving, surely. Mortar doing some classic mortar capping. Might as well make some use of the terrible mortar that the Americans possess. Rangers with the bazooka. Is he going to roll over a mine here? Let's get fog of war on. Oh, he has. Destroyed engine. What a critical to roll. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Meanwhile, the Grenadiers are coming to save the day. We've had artillery come in on the other end. Oh, we've got a direct hit on the Panzer IV there. He's just past the envelope of fire, though. He should be fine. And here comes the bazookas. He's been stickied. Who's going to get the kill, though? Who's going to get the veterancy boost? Oh, Vet 3 rifles. Nice choice. Sometimes it's better to just let the rifles do all the work there and hope the bazookas don't... Well, I suppose Veteran 3. Rangers aren't bad either. But he's got one Panzer IV still alive. Statement's not doing too badly after all. Yeah, that was a spicy engagement. And meanwhile, the mortar has gotten 4 kills, despite all of our bullshit when we were saying about it. Is he going to save up for a second off-map combat group? To be honest, he's at population cap. He's got so much infantry. Might as well throw the veterancy 0 riflemen into the meat grinder, to be quite frank. You know, just go on a capping expedition and hope they never come back. Let's shift command the south of the map and then end in the enemy's base. You think I'm joking? This is actually a thing. This is definitely what some players would do with a Vet 0 rifle when they've got all of this infantry. Oh, we could have done with keeping that alive. And he's got it in a... Yeah. Okay, there's some of his population cap woes back in his favour. Their map player, meanwhile, is... yeah, he's got a large amount of pop cat left. He's gone for Knights Crossholders. When was the last time you saw Knights Crossholders in a top-level 1v1 game? That's exciting. I remember being asked once by Relic, what did Knights Crossholders do again? We've kind of... I probably shouldn't be saying this. Somebody asked me and I was like, they were kind of not really used in 1v1 competitive. Very rarely. In all the times I ever watched a CoH1 cast, so it's always exciting to see them. They look cool, and they are cool. They like to kill people. Panzer IV's back with a vengeance. Not got much fuel for much else, though. Large amount of pop cap, don't forget, is occupied by these howitzers, so Songs is still 55 and 56 here. It's a good job he's got this over-repaired M8. How often do you see an over-repaired M8? That's not very often. It's pretty cool. It is over-repaired, right? That's what that means, doesn't it? Like the British thing. I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, it's over-repaired, right? I think it's a roll you could get, surely. No, Captain Frog, there's no leaking there. Just, I just got asked once, like, how they worked in competitive, and I was like, not really seen. I'm very careful what I say. What was that grenade? Not sure what that was. Double Panzer IVs roll forward. They don't give a crap. Mortar annihilated. And M8's going for a cheeky escapade all the way into the enemy base territories here, past the husk of his fallen brother. Oh. Target destroyed on retreat there. It's one of the many, many squads of statements that died. Now, next it could be the howitzer that bites the dust. Repair bunker found during this M8's escapade. Could be another rifleman to die. He's hit another mine here, that Panzer. So one howitzer down. Surely the weapon to follow with a cheeky attack round next. There it is. Done and dusted. M8's done a mine on retreat. That's classic. Panzer IVs are now stuck in no man's land. Oh, he's trying to navigate round it. That's clever. M8's getting shots in the meantime. He's going to go for the second howitzer. The Veteran C2 howitzer this time. Oh, here comes that mine. No, he's dodged it. Cracking. No, he hasn't. Destroyed engine. It's now a turret. Might as well destroy the howitzer. Yep. There we go. And here... he's gone for it. No more off combat group silliness. He's gone for a tank destroyer of his own design. Here comes the Grand, the KCH to save the Panzer IV's life, but this one may die due to bazooka fire. He needs to face forward. There you go. Get him facing forward and line up the Grens and get the Pioneer boys. There are no Pioneer boys. That's very dead, but you may as well get the most out of these Panzers and create a line of defense with them. The shirts and the health bonuses are not going to stop him getting out of control, but I'll tell you what's a long out of control. He's going to get some shots away here, and he destroys the M10. I'll tell you what, he's getting value out of these Panzer IVs despite being dead. Look at this, the slowest out of control of all time. This is why we removed it in tourney mode for tournament play in CoH2. Is because it's a very bullshit mechanic when it's super slow mode. He may even get the kill here. No, he's got no Shreks. Oh, he's got one Shrek coming up. There you go, he gets it. M8. Didn't get any vehicle destroys. Oh, the Grenadier hits the husk of the Panzer IV instead by accident. Thanks, Sarok. North side, rifleman. Nearly say Grens then due to the chevron. And Rangers chilling out. It's an upside down chevron. My brain is Australian today, it seems. What do we have coming out? A sniper. That's pretty late for a sniper. And he's not got much else either. But he's got no fuel because he's spent it all. We do now have an M10 from Songs, got an M8 from Songs. This game, how can it still be going on? How can it still be going on? I'm going to read my pay packet. Well, it seems like a letter today, actually. I hope I've not been fired. Oh, no, it is my pay packet. Good. Happy birthday to me. I got paid again this month. I get paid every month, but the novelty never wears off. It's all about that money, money. Rangers, what are they doing? Oh, yes, there we go. That'll do. We'll take it. Knights of Crossholders have no kills thus far. Pretty crap, to be fair. Gunning the rifleman down like dogs, meanwhile. Pretty sure. Rangers Thompsons versus those Sturmgewehrs. Grenades being tossed asunder. KCH lucky to survive here. You've got more Rangers coming in from the side. Sniper forced off also. And here comes that Wonder M8 with 30 kills. To add X insult to injury. Could actually maraud in here. There's still no mines on the bridgehead. Or the bridge. Ha! Medic kill for fun on this drive-by. Is he going to go all the way in? Oh, he's not. He's foolish to because we've got another Panzer IV out. He's going to try and skirt around it. He's putting it right on the... It's a suicide M8! Will he get past the Panzer IV? Oh, the Panzer IV misses. He may even survive here. This guy's legendary. He gets hit by a Shrek shot, however, and now the Panzer IV certainly has him in sight. The sniper blocks him in. He's going to... Oh, main gun destroyed. He's still alive, though, goddammit. Out of control he goes. He's certainly going to die next to his fallen M8. And they've made an M8 pile. Oh, don't forget about that miner. That could be good. Especially if this Grenadier retreats into it. What's happening in base? Still just chilling out with the M10. No howitzer rebuild. Still has the vision of the howitzer showing. Can't get rid of it. I keep pressing escape. Maybe if I go on songs for a bit. Nope. It's stuck. There's a second one. M10 rush incoming. That'll be exciting. Only the best of German engineering. I think this is our 4th Panzer IV of the game. Or something like that. Either 3rd or 4th. KCH still alive with their mighty 2 kills. Sniper's not done anything yet. You can see the church is now in session. And we're learning about death today. There we go. As the engineer dies. Pretty cool camera angle. Yes, yes it was. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Lob Arenio as the M10s roll in, looking to get the Panzer IV from the side. Got no mines. We do have a Shrek though, so this could go in his favour. He needs he needs all the infantry to arrive in unison. Here comes the off-map artillery as well. Has he gotten around the rear side? Can he get the block off? Yes, he can, just about. But a Shrek hits one of the M10s. Another penetration from the front. A little bit of death and destruction coming in from the sides. A third M10 arrives, and we've got the gunner killed. That's the up gunner on. Sniper's going to be looking to survive here. M10s. Oh, what a penetration there from the front. Sniper down. What an attack here by Songs. This has surely got to finish the game off, but I look down at the game-o-meter. We got so much time to go still. What the hell? Zarok, how dare you trigger us like that? You're not allowed to say there's the CoH1 version of the map. This is Semois. There's no such thing as Semoiski, that abhorrent, awful aberration that was the remake, with the awful looking buildings and the terrible colour palette and terrible features. How dare you, Zarok? You should apologise to the entirety of chat and the Coverse, and not just for helping popularise Maxim spam in 2016, which you're mostly synonymous with. This time it's disparaging one of the best maps in Co history. Go check out the army of Songs. Okay, so we look double M10s, just chilling out right now. Rifleman. I didn't know that automatically does follow cam. I'm going to use that from now on. That's badass. Oh, that's awesome. And it does it on retreat. I could cast CoH1 all day. Registered artillery, rifleman forced away. That's a Vet 3 rifle. Lucky he escaped. Go back over to Statementville, as we now have our new style of casting. Oh my god, I'm going to cast so much more CoH1 this way. This is awesome. It does automatic follow. M10 now Vetracy 1. Rifleman and Rangers forcing the Grenzo. I have no understanding how this game is still going. Victory point wise, it's pretty damn even, to be fair. Zarok, please don't start telling us stories about Maxims again. Knights Cross holders doing some good victory point capping. Can they hold the victory point? Rangers are tired after their recent activities. Prime Clarity predicting a Songs throw. How can he throw this position though? This is a very strong position. And surely the sponsored cast would not feature Songs throwing. That would be brutal, wouldn't it? Some cheeky munitions. A Panther? Oh yes, it disappears. It reappears. It's the Panther. Pride of the Fatherland. Love it. Nice bazooka shots in from the Panther Shreks, rather. Oh no. Yes, it is indeed Panther Shrek. They got double Shreks. I swear I heard more than one. Ah, no, it's the bazookas of the Rangers making it seem like it's more than one. Elsewhere, KCH just chilling. Now going for the high munitions. As the tank destroyer comes into Tango. Could go for a cheeky crush. Even Knight's Cross holders can still be crushed. They can be crushed, can't they? Everything looks better in VCoF indeed because it has superior shaders and art design. It's the thing people constantly say when watching CoH1 casts. Even if you prefer CoH2, nobody disagrees that CoH1 looks better, even though it's the prequel. It's crazy. It just looks better. How is that possible? It's so stupid. But it reminds me like you know, games with good art design, like Halo 1 in my mind. Like Halo 1 in my mind looks like the original Combat Evolved looks better than like Call of Duty 2021 Warzone or whatever the hell it's called. You know, or I know it doesn't look better than the Battlefield games, that's just stupid, but Halo, like, the art, because it had good art design, in my head, I don't think of it as that any less playable from a graphical perspective than Battlefield 5, for example, you know. Jet Set Radio Future is my favourite one for art design. That's like a 2001 Dreamcast game, and it probably looks better than most console games today. Just due to the cell shading kind of style. M10 definitely throwing. Gets Pioneer White, main gun destroyed. It's got a huge cannon in its side, and it's certainly dead. Sniper gets a cheeky shot there. Grenadiers have escaped the envelope of fire of the Thompsons. Gewehr's rattle in. And we've got an MG42 as well. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Grenadiers capping. Sniper opens up with his second shot of the game. Panthers, yes, getting infantry kills. Somebody asked in chat, yes, it can kill infantry in CoH1 to an extent. Very expensive investment relative to Panzer IV, but it's got a damaged engine as well, has it? Yes, it's a billowing smoke. A light damaged engine. Let's use some of this. Oh, rifleman's come in with that 1.5 times damage multiplier. Vet 3. The only problem is CoH2, guys, if you're enjoying this cast, try playing CoH1 without the quality of life improvements of CoH2. It's borderline impossible. It's really tough anyway. It takes you about a week to get used to. So just stick to watching the old guys doing it. And here comes the roll, and we've got 3 M10s coming from the sides. The Panther's going to be in a tough spot here. Can it get round the sides? Nice shot from the sniper in amongst the melee. Panther's certainly going to die. Vet 3 Panther is being flanked here. Perhaps we've also got a sticky bomb coming in to finish it off. That's a Vet 3 sticky bomb. That's certainly going to do the damage. Oh. Did we just get double veterancy multi... Oh, no, it was the death of an M10. That's all it was. Panzer IV pushes in from the sides. We've got Shrek's backing them up. No packs at this point in the game. This epic 53-minute game. I'm actually going to upload this to YouTube now because I think my ratio of good casting to stupid casting, where I look away from the battle, is probably decent. I've recovered my ratio slightly. Oh, we're getting a bit of registered artillery on the central victory point. Got a grenade in on the house. Grens looks safe for now. Sorry, his house is a church. He's got very little health though. And he's exited the building, but will he survive now? Main gun destroyed on the M10. Gonna be lucky to get out. Thompsons are focus firing the wrong unit, it would seem. Panzer IV's repairing north of the battle. This battle-torn wasteland that was a quiet French village. MG could be a little bit where he is. He's more active. Death of a squad there. Oh dear. And we've got an immortal tank battle. Panzer IV being repaired in the battle lines. He's been burnt alive as he faces off against the M10. He's one shot away from victory. That veterancy's certainly helping him out there. And he gets the kill. Now he turns his attention on the engineer. As a lone sniper comes out from Songs. He's putting all of his eggs in one basket there. Or possibly his fish in one barrel. We'll have to see. What happens there? Lovely stuff. Prime Clarity, how would we do a CoH1 tournament these days? Would you prefer to see replay casting or observer mode casting? What would be the preference with the the observer maps? Oh, KCH versus Sniper. You need 2 shots to kill a Knight's Cross holder, don't forget. Oh dear. That didn't go well. Tell you what, victory point wise, we have the Wehrmacht player statement down to 90,137 remain for the mighty songs.
We're losing territory.
Let's check out our order of battle's not great, is it? MG's getting a little bit more active now. Grenadiers, likewise. Let's go over to songs. See Rangers coming out along with their Vet 3 accomplices. The 2 riflemen. Cavalry speaking. I mean, he's got a good amount of fuel and he's ready for another off-map combat group. But he's... Oh no, he's not. Sorry, my bad. I always get confused by the fact that the abilities aren't greyed out. Because I'm a moron. Let's go back over to Wehrmacht being blue. Yeah, he's got Sniper. I did call it out. Not really been shot at quite yet, though. I don't think. Has he? Not much, at least. Rangers pushing from the north. Panzer IVs are mobilised. That's not good. Oh god, where's the M10s and all this? Here they come with the Sniper back up there. Registered artillery down on a point in the north just to keep him off the victory point whilst he's down to 79. M10 versus Panzer IV. Shrek's backing up. He can survive possibly another shot. There's... We see a Shrek volley coming from the Grenadiers. And that's one dead Panzer. Just as he builds another one. What is it? It's a Panther yet again. Shrek's could finish off an M10 here, maybe. Need 2 shots, I think, there. If they can even get them off. Oh, no. 1 shot was just enough. He's out of control. And not in the good way. Sniped by the M10. Just about survives, however. Meanwhile, in the north, Rangers cap the point. They do lose one of their bazookas. And it's a bit of off-map artillery on the northern point. Will he see it? They're very bunched up. 1 more shot could land. Oh, so close. Look at that hard front by Songs. Lining up with a Sniper deep in enemy territories. He's hoping Statement rebuilds his Sniper. Panther versus 2 M10s. Will he get the kills? One's going around the rear side with the Shrek support. He's just focusing the other one. The destroyed engine. May as well turn his attention on this one now. He's got that one where he needs it. Such a large health pool. Ha! Shell hits one of the engineers in the face. Now he turns. Look at the quick turn there. It's good driving. He's got a good amount of health, Statement has. Can he? Yes, what a shot from afar there. That long barrel 75mm. High velocity cannon. Gren's capping. They need to. Oh, M10 tags in for his brother. Can he make work of the Panther's rear army? Yes, he can for bonus damage. Here comes the Vet 3 rifles. MG's in peril. Oh dear. Panther up against the new M10. Just keeping that frontal armor facing. Superior equivalent of a modern main battle tank, in my opinion. At least looks like one. A lot of people studied it after war. And it's a hill I'm willing to die on, that is. A lot of people try and claim the Panther is in no way the equivalent of a modern main battle tank. But if you look at the crew layouts and the way it looks, and the way its vital characteristics, it certainly is a lot more like one than a Sherman or a T-34. Well, T-34-85 is pretty close, isn't it? But it's just the way it looks to me. It's not necessarily about all the specifications or whatever. Just a feeling when you look at it and you compare it to a Leopard 2 or an Abrams tank. Ooh, Knight's Cross holders, very difficult retreat there. They're very dead, aren't they? Isn't he? Isn't he? Yes, he is.
They defended the fatherland until death.
Alright then. Panther is still just chilling out with his 25% health. He's having a good old time. Seeing registered artillery. Oh, on the retreat path of the rifles, it seems. Oh no, that's just on the munitions point. Did a good amount of health damage with them. Grenadiers. No sign of grenade on retreat. They're pretty tricky to pull off. Oh, double off-map combat creep comes on the field. It's a double M10 with, is it? Yeah, indeed it is. And there it goes, out of control. And a crush for good measure. Just friendly fired himself. Couldn't finish off the job. What else did he get with that? Let's go find out, shall we? Songs. Did he just build 2 M10s and then go for the push? I think he did. My mistake, guys. It was very sudden how they arrived on the field. It was just 2 M10s built rather than off-map combat group. Yeah, he's down to 16 pop cap now. It's not looking too strong, is it, for Statement? Not looking too strong at all. Meanwhile, Songs is 37. And vitally, his opponent only has 15 victory points. If somehow this could be rescued, it would be incredibly impressive. There's a 4 on the field. Grenadiers. Oh, brutalised on retreat there. He really didn't need that. He's down to 15 population cap now. Oh, good shot by the Panzer IV, however. Here comes the M10s. There's no anti-tank backup, though. It's just tank versus tank destroyer. Oh. And there's another one as well. This is definitely Song's game to lose. Rear armour showing. Pioneers are capping, admittedly, but maybe he can take out an M10. Nope, we've got a Vet 2 M10 as well now. Oh dear, more Knights Cross holders come out. He has actually got the Southern victory point, so he's going to stay alive for the meantime in this 1 hour, 1 minute game. This is not the game I expected. This is an epic confrontation. Really is. MG42's pickupable, but not by the Pioneers unless they want to sacrifice themselves. And we're seeing the victory points being capped. Looks like Song's going to win this. Certainly seems. Took out the bunker when he needed to. He did lose both howitzers this game, but I just think that he timed his pushes well enough to get a deserved victory here. Like, he always seemed to have everything arriving at once. He didn't come in drips and drabs. And, you know, you can be rewarded on Semwar as USF. Certainly a map that lends itself to USF's unique style of play. Knights Cross holders are very dead there. Oh no, they're still alive. They were hiding. It's the Grenadiers that are dead. The icon disappeared for a moment. And he's now left with this Pioneer squad and this Knights Cross holder. That ain't great. 5 victory points tick down to 0. And I'm surprised that Song wins this one, because this replay was actually uploaded by Statement. So I picked a replay uploaded by Statement thinking I was going to be watching Songs, the sponsor of this replay cast. And he's dead. I thought I was going to be watching him lose. And that's why I could, like, kind of bait and switch you guys and say, oh yeah, the sponsor, it's definitely not going to be his game to win. But I'm going for a sniper cap to finish this off. And GG, said by Songs. What a game it certainly was. We saw 1 hour, 3 minutes of brutal action. And he's capping with the sniper to finish things off. Oh no, he's not. We've already had GG, so by tournament rules recently employed in the Master League, this certainly would be over. And playback's over, there you go. Little bit of BM there in my opinion to not quit once you've GG'd. But it was certainly a fantastic game. Oh no, was it Songs that said GG? Oh yeah, my bad, it was an offensive GG. Good, okay, fair enough. Good stuff. There's no onus on Statement to say GG in that case. But there is a remarkable amount of chivalry shown after the game, because it was Statement that uploaded the game-to-game replays, so well played. Yeah, Prime Clarity calls the BM. It was a little tiny bit funny with the sniper capping at the end there, definitely. But yeah, it was a cracking game. Really good stuff to see. I loved the variation from Statement with the Panzer IVs to Panther. I mean, what did he do wrong in this game? He did possibly the M8 play by songs on the retreat path of the Panzer IVs. But I think the vital moment was when these 2 howitzers were taken out, and he had the 2 Panzer IVs on the bridgehead, and he had the Grens coming up. Now, the only thing he could have done differently is crazy to think, but just keep the Panzer IVs here and bring everything up. He tried to he did get rid of the howitzers, but he could have gotten rid of a lot more, in my opinion, if he just kept the Panzer IVs stationary and facing his opponent, and bring everything up, like either side of them. And maybe he could have ended up depleting enough of the US player to like let one escape. And that was just a slight misplay at a vital moment from Statement, in my opinion. And it was just here. It was like, you were all in at this point when you're taking the howitzers out. You take the howitzers out, and I think he tried to reverse the Panzer IVs away. He tried to get round one of the mine. He definitely knew that mine had been planted, I'm pretty sure. But he ended up triggering it anyway. I think there's enough room to get a tank out over here, is there not? And I'm not sure about that. That might be blocked, to be fair. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's blocked. But anyway, that was the only, one of the major points I think that Statement could have done that differently. Because the end game was just a cluster F, wasn't it? It was all over the place. You can attack ground. You can attack ground a mine, yeah. Of course you can. But yeah, there was other than that, I would have liked to have seen a couple of mines here, maybe a bit more. Because we did have flamethrower engineers that could have prevented some of the flanking. But yeah, he was getting artillery to death in this area. And that's the danger of going defensive on Semwa. Yes, you get the bunker and did get a lot of free grenadiers. But those grenadiers ended up getting a lot of veterancy. They kept him in the game, though, to be fair, because he had a lot of... He also went for veterancy 3 on his tanks and his grenadiers. So it was a lot of a fuel investment. But to be honest, he played damn well. And it was a cracking game by both players. I just think Songs had a little bit more innovative thinking at times. And the only way that he could have won this game is if he'd kind of all-in the control of this bridgehead at the vital moment, I think. Because both howitzers were down right, so he could have all-in there, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a good game to watch. Really enjoyed it. Hope you have a good rest of your week, guys. Apologies in this cast if I kind of got distracted at times, but it was a 1 hour long cast, so what do you expect? Let's get on that vapor trail of the shell landing. Such a beautiful game, isn't it? This is all done in 2005 as well. This is why it's my favourite game of all time, because of the year it came out. Yeah, oh my god, Armand. That's one of the reasons that Panzer IV push was so important, because that was roughly around the time of the OMCG, wasn't it? The really bad one. When he was just bleeding manpower. He had an awful mortar rifle Ranger OMCG. And yeah, he rolled with the punches and he got the tank depot out. And that's what people didn't do in the 2013 era of tournaments when the CoH1 was last really active. Is they didn't go for enough of, they didn't adapt enough and go tank depot at the vital moments. And it was like players would just basically keep doing OMCG over and over again. And it's good to see that adaptation. Anyway, I've stuck around long enough. Hope you guys have fun, and I'll see you next week. I'm also going to end the Twitch stream now, so let's go and raid somebody early in the morning. I'm pretty sure Tightrope should be finishing soon. Oh no, he started a new game, so let's go and raid him. It is a 31-minute-old game, so it'll be worth the raid. Let's go do that. And thanks for watching, dudes. 7 seconds until raid and the cessation of all streaming activity.